Okay, hello, Bebius. I have something. Um, Basically, it all started when I saw this mod, blocking taunts enemies within 15 meters of target, you instead of allies. Um, and I was like, oh, that'd be really cool for like a Warframe who like absorbs damage. So I was looking around the Warframes and I thought Nyx might be really useful. Until I realized that while you're in her 4, her absorb, you can't move or use melee. So I was like, well, that's a toss. Until I saw that there was an augment mod, um, assimilate, which means you can move at 50% speed, but you're able to like do shit, which is cool. Um, so with that in mind, I set out trying to make a build where I would basically gather all enemy eyes on me, have absorb, give up a big old number, and then kaboom. Um, in order to do that, I'll look at some mod choices which I have. For the Ghoul Saw, I don't think it matters too much. These mods, I don't think counter or parry angle works while I'm in absorb. However, the reason I chose Butcher Revel or not Butcher Revel, why I chose the Ghoul Saw is because if I'm not in absorb, or even if I am absorb, I'm not sure how it works. I think the Ghoul Saw has the highest like parry window. Hold on. Blocking Warframe. I don't know if you can see this, so I'll take screenshots if I need to. But while blocking, yeah, so the Ghoul Saw actually has a 90% blocking angle, which is the highest in the game next to Wukong's staff. So I thought, oh, that'd be perfect because I'll be able to, like, out of combat, usually, I guess, block and parry shit better. Other stuff is not the best choices I would have picked, but so I'm just kind of testing stuff out right now. Melee damage or whatever, and then just slash status and status chance. Looking over at Nyx, I think there's better mods for ability strength and for duration, but based on what I have, I went with something like this. Cross projections, primed flow, umbral intensity. So basically, strength, energy, duration. The augment mod, strength, and then the health one. Just because Nyx is like pretty low on anything, so I just wanted some sort of way to like heal up and also boost umbral intensify. So there's that. For helmet ability, the only way I really want to Terrify on this build, but it's like it doesn't work with Absorb because Absorb you want to like gain aggro, and Terrify would remove aggro, so it'd be pointless. So I have to go with Fire Blast for now. I would need Synax's 3. I think Synax's would be better than this, but until I can get that, here's what I'm going with. And that's it for Nyx, I think. Ignore the Arcanes. These are just where I get the free revive, and this is probably the best one I have, which is ability strength on operator ability, which is going to come in handy later. Kuva Orgris, it's not great right now, obviously because of the ammo nerf, but you will see why this comes in hand later. Lastly, Verizon is really good for its one thing, which is its ability to pull in enemies. Where the fuck is it? Where are you? I don't know to. Yeah. This Vortex Trap stuff is really good. It also grants health, I think, which is nice. But besides that, there's nothing else really I have going. Secondary is just secondary, I guess. I could probably run Dog, but just for now, I'll take Dog Paw, just for showcase purposes. Now, what I'm going to try to do effectively is run into a group of enemies, then with my operator, use my ability to get them all close together, while that is sucking them up while they're not shooting at me, I'm going to armor strip them with Ember's ability twice, so that they're at 0 armor. Then once they get up and start firing at me, go into her 4, absorb all the damage I can, and then once the energy runs out, since they're all going to be clustered together, big boom, if you will. So far what I've seen, because I don't have the perfect mods on to like kill everybody, is that there's going to be some left over, but because of the damage buff I get from using her absorb, one shot with the Kuba Orgress should nuke anything that's in the perimeter. So let's give it a little testy. Get up full energy. Now it's going to be kind of hard just because I can't pause the AI. So simulate armor strip. Then once they get up, go into my 4. All go around me. Go up to switch to primary. Optimally, this would work better in small areas. To get away from that blast. Unfortunately, because this is such a big room, they kind of get away from me and I can't do enough damage to everybody. But let me try this again without invincibility to see how I fare. And I'll be but yeah, that's about it. So I'm wondering if I can spam my 2 a little bit and get more ability strength. Is that duration or strength? Am I blind? Strength, okay. So I'm thinking for one more time, if I spam that. Now I have all the enemies. Switch. And they're all dead. So I mean, using the suction was probably better, just because I get all the enemies around. I mean, kind of like suction to suction type beat. But yeah, I think this is neat just because having the Kuba Orgress just have a bunch of extra damage is nice. Also, this is a very like co-op friendly Nyx build, just because I have armor strip, I have all the base abilities, so I get to, if I'm not saving up my energy to do that, turn enemies into friendlies essentially, because that's just all Nyx stuff. And like the entire time I'm doing this, because of the melee taunt, they should, like any enemy who's in the area should be focusing on me. So if people need to revive or whatever, this should be pretty decent. I say the only real downside is just how little health / shields I have. I'm not sure how to solve that issue. Just solely based on the fact that with the mods I have, I guess, it's hard to get high strength, get decent duration without taking up like a bunch of slots. But yeah, that is that. This is what I've been working on kind of all night, I guess. Strange. It is cool. Probably a bunch of ways to improve this. Getting Stynax's ability to save energy, increasing the drain and increasing the absorb per second is probably really good. The conversion percentage is fine, I think. Buff duration is fine. But yeah, thanks for watching.